Cleaning our homes. It's something many of us have done for decades, a routine ingrained in our lives. It's about keeping things tidy, feeling comfortable, maybe even a little sparkle to lift the spirits. We grab a bottle, maybe a spray, and get to work, often without giving it a second thought. After all, these are products we've seen and used forever. Right, they promise to make things clean, to disinfect, to leave a fresh scent. But sometimes, what's in those familiar bottles isn't quite as friendly as the labels make them seem, especially as the years add up. Our bodies change as we age. Our skin can become more sensitive. Our lungs might not be as robust as they once were. And our sense of smell can change, sometimes making it harder to detect strong fumes. That dusty bottle under the sink, the one you've used for years, might now pose risks you weren't aware of before. It's a painful reality that the very things we use to make our environment safe and clean can sometimes compromise our health without us even realizing it. Think about that faint smell that lingers after cleaning. Is it just clean or something more? There are some common cleaning products, staples in many households, that can be particularly problematic for anyone. But the risks can be amplified when you're over 70. We're going to uncover a few of these right now. It's not about stopping cleaning. Not at all. But about being smarter, choosing options that are kinder to your body while still getting the job done. In this video, we're going to look closely at 3 types of common cleaning products you might want to avoid or use with extreme caution. Learning about these might just change the way you approach keeping your home sparkling clean. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. Let's start by looking at something many of us reach for when we want to really tackle germs or brighten whites: bleach. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bleach has been around forever. It's a powerful disinfectant. It kills just about everything nasty. And yes, that's true. It is effective. But that power comes with significant downsides. And these downsides can be particularly concerning as we get older. Think about the fumes. Even in a well-ventilated room, the smell of bleach can be potent. Right, for someone with sensitive airways, maybe a touch of asthma or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. Those fumes aren't just unpleasant, they can actually trigger coughing, wheezing, and difficulty breathing. The chemical reaction that makes bleach so effective releases gases that irritate the delicate lining of our respiratory system. From our nose and throat all the way down into our lungs. Over time, or even with a single strong exposure, this irritation can cause real discomfort and potentially worsen existing conditions, beyond breathing them in. Getting bleach on your skin is also a major concern. We all know it can sting or burn, but as our skin becomes thinner and perhaps a little drier with age, it can also become more susceptible to chemical burns and irritation. A splash that might have just felt uncomfortable years ago could now cause a more significant reaction, leaving skin red, sore, and even blistered. And what about splashes near the eyes? That's an immediate emergency, causing severe pain and potential lasting damage. The sheer corrosive nature of bleach means even small amounts need to be treated with extreme respect. And honestly, avoiding direct contact is the safest approach altogether. Now, here's another very serious danger with bleach that perhaps isn't talked about enough. And it's especially important if you use multiple cleaning products mixing bleach with other cleaners. This is incredibly dangerous. Mixing bleach with ammonia, which is found in many glass cleaners and all-purpose cleaners, creates highly toxic chloramine gas. Breathing in this gas can cause severe lung damage, pneumonia, and even be fatal. Similarly, mixing bleach with acids, like vinegar, a common household cleaner, or rust removers, produces chlorine gas, another toxic substance that can cause serious respiratory problems and chemical burns. Our sense of smell can diminish with age, making it harder to detect these dangerous fumes until we've already inhaled a significant amount. Relying on smell isn't a safe strategy here. It's crucial to never mix bleach with anything other than plain water. And frankly, given the risks, Avoiding it altogether when possible is a much safer bet, especially if managing multiple cleaning tasks or products could lead to accidental mixing. So, if bleach is out, or at least heavily cautioned against, what can you use instead for disinfecting? Thankfully, there are effective alternatives. Hydrogen peroxide, the kind you can buy at the pharmacy, usually 3% solution, is a good disinfectant that breaks down into water and oxygen, meaning no harsh fumes or dangerous residues. You can spray it on surfaces and let it bubble away germs. White vinegar, while not a disinfectant in the same league as bleach for all germs, is excellent for cutting grease, dissolving mineral deposits, and killing many bacteria and viruses on surfaces. It works well in bathrooms and kitchens, diluted with water or used straight on tough spots. Baking soda is another simple, non-toxic alternative. It's a fantastic mild abrasive for scrubbing sinks and tubs without scratching, and it's great at absorbing odors. Using combinations of these simple, everyday ingredients, like baking soda paste for scrubbing or a vinegar and water solution for wiping surfaces, can handle most cleaning jobs effectively without the harsh risks associated with bleach. It takes a little getting used to, maybe, compared to the familiar smell and feel of bleach. But the peace of mind knowing you're not inhaling toxic fumes or risking chemical burns is well worth it. Think about how much easier breathing might feel after cleaning, how much less irritation there is to your skin. It's a gentler way to clean, and gentler is often better for our bodies as we get older. It's about swapping that powerful, potentially harmful tool for something equally effective but much safer for your everyday environment. Moving on from those powerful oxidizers like bleach, let's turn our attention to another category of cleaning products that often lurks under the sink or in the cleaning cupboard: cleaners that contain ammonia. Now, like bleach, ammonia is a strong chemical and quite effective at cutting through grease and grime, which is why you often find it in glass cleaners and some floor cleaners. But just like bleach, it comes with a significant health cost, especially for sensitive individuals and older adults. Ammonia has a very pungent, sharp smell, doesn't it? It can make your eyes water and give you a tickle in your throat almost instantly. That strong odor is a sign of its irritant properties. Inhaling ammonia fumes can irritate the nose, throat, and lungs, much like bleach, but in a different way. For someone already dealing with conditions like allergies, bronchitis, or asthma, ammonia fumes can easily trigger symptoms, leading to coughing fits, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. Even for those without pre-existing respiratory issues, prolonged exposure or exposure in a poorly ventilated space can cause headaches, nausea, and significant respiratory distress. Think about cleaning windows indoors on a chilly day when you don't want to open them wide. Using an ammonia-based glass cleaner means you're trapped in a confined space with those fumes circulating. It's not a pleasant thought, and it's certainly not healthy. The irritant effect is immediate and can accumulate with repeated use. Furthermore, and this circles back to the danger of mixing, ammonia is one of the key chemicals that creates deadly gas when combined with bleach. While we've said avoiding bleach is wise, it's equally critical to ensure any product containing ammonia is never used alongside any product containing bleach. Checking the labels diligently before combining any cleaning products is an absolute must, but errors can happen, and the consequences with ammonia and bleach are severe. So, what are the safer alternatives when you need to cut through grease or get a streak-free shine on glass or floors? For glass, the simplest and often most effective solution is plain white vinegar mixed with water. A 50-50 solution in a spray bottle works wonders. The vinegar smell dissipates quickly as it dries, and it leaves glass sparkling without any harsh chemical residue or fumes. You can even add a drop of dish soap for tougher spots. For floors, especially sealed hard floors, using a pH-neutral cleaner specifically designed for that floor type. Or even just warm water with a tiny amount of gentle dish soap is often sufficient for everyday cleaning. For tougher spots on resilient floors like linoleum or vinyl, a baking soda paste can work as a gentle scrub. The goal is to lift the dirt without resorting to harsh chemicals that release irritating fumes or leave slippery residues. Which brings us to the third category. We should talk about aerosol spray cleaners and air fresheners, particularly those that fill the air with a fine mist or strong scent. While they might seem convenient or pleasant, these can introduce a cocktail of chemicals into your indoor air, many of which are classified as volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. VOCs are gases released from certain solids or liquids, and many cleaning products, paints, and air fresheners contain them. When you spray an aerosol cleaner, you're not just applying product to a surface, you're also releasing tiny particles and gases into the air you breathe. Think about spraying furniture polish. That fine mist hangs in the air. Or using a spray air freshener that instantly fills a room with scent. That scent is created by chemicals, and those chemicals are now in your lungs and circulating in your home. For people with respiratory sensitivities, the fine particles and chemicals in aerosol sprays can be major irritants, triggering coughing, sneezing, and breathing difficulties. Beyond immediate irritation, some VOCs have been linked to longer-term health issues with repeated exposure. And it's not just about what you inhale. Consider aerosol furniture polish or some floor cleaners applied via spray. They can leave a very fine, sometimes almost invisible, slippery film on surfaces, including floors. This slippery residue is a significant fall risk, particularly for older adults whose balance might not be as steady as it once was. A seemingly clean, shiny floor could become a hazard zone without you even realizing it until it's too late. What are the better options for cleaning surfaces that might otherwise be tackled with an aerosol spray, like furniture or countertops? Consider using liquid or gel cleaners applied to a cloth instead of spraying directly onto the surface. This significantly reduces the amount of product atomized into the air. For furniture, using a liquid polish or balm applied with a soft cloth allows you to control exactly where the product goes and avoids creating that airborne mist and potential floor residue. Instead of spray air fresheners, opt for natural ventilation. Opening windows for even a short time can dramatically improve air quality. Consider using natural alternatives like potpourri made with dried flowers and essential oils, beeswax candles, or even simply placing bowls of baking soda or activated charcoal around the house to absorb odors naturally, rather than just masking them with artificial scents. It's about creating a genuinely healthy living environment, not just one that smells clean from a bottle. So, when we think about keeping our home sparkling and fresh, it's clear that the tools we use matter, perhaps even more than we initially thought, especially as we get older and our bodies become a bit more sensitive to the world around us. We've seen how those powerful products, the ones promising industrial-strength cleanliness, like bleach and ammonia, can irritate our airways and skin, and how dangerous they can be if mixed accidentally. And we've talked about how those convenient aerosol sprays, while easy to use, can fill our air with potentially harmful particles and VOCs, and even create hidden slip hazards on our floors. It's not about being afraid to clean. It's about making informed choices, about swapping out some of those potentially problematic bottles for gentler, safer alternatives. Think about the feeling of breathing easier in your own home after cleaning, without that lingering chemical smell. Imagine the reduced worry about skin irritation or the dangerous fumes from accidental mixing. Consider the peace of mind knowing your floors are clean but not deceptively slippery. Small changes in the products you choose can truly make a significant difference to your health and happiness within your own four walls. Swapping a bottle of bleach for some hydrogen peroxide and vinegar, choosing a cream cleaner over an ammonia-based spray, or using natural methods to freshen the air. These aren't complicated steps, but their impact on your well-being can be profound. Taking care of ourselves includes taking care of our immediate environment. And sometimes, the safest and most effective ways to clean are the simplest, relying on tried-and-true methods with natural ingredients rather than complex chemical cocktails. It's empowering to know you have options, that you don't have to rely on the harshest products to have a clean and healthy home. Making these adjustments can help you feel more comfortable and secure in the place you spend most of your time. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you already switched to gentler cleaning products? Do you have any favorite natural cleaning tips to share? Pop your experiences and questions down in the comments section below. Sharing what you know can help others in our community discover safer ways to keep their homes clean. If you found this information helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. That lets us know we're providing content you value. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We share tips and information aimed at helping you navigate life's changes and live your best life. Feeling healthy and strong at every age. Thank you for watching and taking this step towards a healthier home. Live your best life at every age.